Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This video is more of an entertainment, or if you're curious about the single blue wire that comes out of a ceiling fan, because I'm going to change it with another one that's similar to this. Well, without the chain, I'm going to do a toggle switch instead of that, because I have a toggle switch. It's basically the same rating. Now I'm not an electrician, so please do not try this unless you know that that it's right what I'm doing here, because make sure the power, I can't stress that enough, make sure the power is completely off. But anyway, this is a single blue wire that comes out from the top up in there, and basically, if I can show it, it's kind of hard doing this with having both hands this way. But anyway, it comes out from up here and it comes down, but you can also take it off up here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to rewire it. But see how we have these ties, these little screw things that all the wires go together right there. Well, anyway, basically what all the blue ones are is a power wire that comes out, and it goes through one end of this. This is for the light. This is for the light right here, and it's a chain light, on and off switch, and basically the power goes in one end and comes out the other end. It's an inline switch. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a toggle switch in. I know I probably should just buy another one of those in-chain switches, but I have a toggle switch and I wanted to try it. Like I said, it's the same rating as that one is, and so I will show you that when I get my hands free again. And but I figured I'd do a video. This is kind of, like I said, this is like an entertaining video, and also kind of, it's not really, I say, a how-to video, but if this works, you know, then you can do it this way if you have a toggle switch or whatever. Toggle switch, usually there's two of them that are always on. It's I got a 3-pin one, and it's usually on. Two of them are always on, and one is off when it comes to toggle switches. You know, like in cars and stuff, how it lights up, the power switch is lit up, and then you can turn it on and off. It's kind of like one of those, but it's the same rating as this switch here. And so I thought I'd do a video of this, since I have to change this out, so that I can have a light again. This switch froze up on me. The chain is locked, and I'll show you that when I get it off. But like I said, this is not a how-to video. It's more of entertainment, and if if you're curious about the the light switch wiring of a ceiling fan. I know there's different ones. Some have 2 or 3 wires going to these lights, but this is a single power wire. So like I said, the power goes in one end of this switch and goes out the other end. So it basically just disconnects the power, and and then it breaks the connection, and then it reconnects it. And that's how these lights go on and off on this specific ceiling fan. So just thought I'd show you this, and because I needed to make another video too. It's been a while, and so again, like I said, this is not meant to do unless you know what you're doing, and hopefully I know what I'm doing. And all these blue wires, like I said, they all go for each of these lights. You go to each of them, and it's all on one. It's all on one connection. And then the white is neutral. It goes back to the fuse box. The white one, which were connected to this, to where light bulbs go. As you can see, one blue goes in and white goes in as well. So whatever power is left, it goes back to the fuse box. And that's how these work. So I will show you after I get this off, and we'll take a look at that switch real quick, and then we'll go into the toggle switch and stuff. Okay, here's the change switch for the on and off for the light. That I show you the rating on this. And the rating is 3 amp 125 volts, 6 amp 125, and 3 amps for 250 volts. And basically what happened is it seized up. See, you have to push it all the way in. See, and then it seized up again. So you push it all the way in. If you can do that, see, and it clicks, and then it's pretty much broken. But anyway, that's the switch, and I have a toggle switch. I bought a big bag of them for $10.89. That was with tax, free shipping, and they're rated the same. And toggle switches, as you can see here. Yeah, put it down here. See, it's rated 6 amps 125 volts. And what I'm going to do is solder 2 of these points to be positive wires. Now with these toggle switches, a lot of them, I know it says on, off, on, but a lot of times 2 of them are always on. So like if you have it in the middle, that would, and you had 2 wires right here on these, it would still be on. And if you flip it this way or this way, one of those ways, and it's still on. And only one of them, either that way or that way, is off. So 2 are always on, 1 is always off for these toggle switches. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this toggle switch and I'm going to wire 2 positive wires to this, and then I'm gonna put it back on the fan. Make sure the power's off. When I get all this, I'll probably have all of you see me soldering the wires on there. But what I'll do is I'll put it all together, and of course the power off. Can't stress that enough. Make sure the power is off. You do not want to electrocute yourself. And it's, like I said, this is rated the same as this. And I have 20 of these, and so I figured I'd give it a go. Like I said, I won't be touching this thing when I turn it on. So you know, I will not be touching it. I want to make sure I don't hurt myself. But like I said, this is an entertaining video. It's just curiosity. And it's sort of like a fix-it video, really. And I might take this apart at some point and show you the insides of that. But since I have a bunch of these going to waste, just sitting there, I thought I'd put this on the ceiling fan rather than another one of these. It would be better, in my opinion. It would be better to just buy another one of these, so that you put it on there the right way, so you have your chain to turn it on and off. But since I only turn it on and off at the switch, it's not a big deal whether I have a chain one or not. But since I had a bunch of these, I thought I would hook one of these up. Like I said, this is rated as the same as that switch. Now it comes down to how I wire it. If I wire it wrong, it will either it won't work, or we'll see fireworks. But I'm not touching this thing. And like I said, I do not recommend you trying this. This is like I said, this is an entertaining video, and it's also, if you're curious about the wiring on a ceiling fan that has the blue wire coming out instead of the other ones for the lights. This is just an on and off switch for the lights. This isn't the other one for the different speeds of the fan. This is just the lights. So I'm going to attempt this, and if these videos are uploaded, then that means that it was successful. Now I don't want anybody getting hurt watching these videos and trying these videos out. Like I said, this is for entertainment reasons only, and it's to make a video. And I'm curious if this switch will work, because it's rated the same. It just comes down to the wiring. But it would be easier, like I said, and I know I'm repeating it, to just buy a new one of these and rewire it up. But I clipped them off. I didn't have no spark, so the power is off. So I know that I succeeded on removing this. So let's get started. Let me get to my soldering equipment and get it heated up, and I'll put some wires on this. And so the next part, you'll see me soldering the wires on. Okay, do one wire at a time because it's on there. Wait, the wire's thick. Times 8's up. Probably need a bigger point on this. It's moving around on me. Apologize for that. It's just difficult when it's sliding all over the place. There we go. Yep, that's on there. Do one wire at a time. Because it's very difficult to put the wire through that hole. You see that hole right there? Getting that wire through is very difficult. Alright, let's give this a go with the second one. That's not the greatest, but it is on there. As soon as it melts. Not bad. It's not heating up bad enough here. It's the tip. I got too small of a tip on there. That doesn't melt. I'm gonna go straight in. Doesn't want to do it. Yeah. I'm on here. Alright, let's give it a go again. With a different tip. Kitty cat wanted to join in on it. That's what that was, meowing. So make sure I get enough of this on here. Turn it around. Oh, not too bad. It's definitely on there. Now I want to put some heat shrink on this. I have this one ready. I want to put some heat shrink on both of these wires, but I'm also going to do this part here as well when I get it lined up. Okay, this is how I usually do it. I just heat that part up. Do that one as well. Make sure I get it on there really good. There we go. So you can see it is on there. Yeah, it's on there. Alright, it's just to keep it from touching anything. And then I also will do this one. I want some kind of protection. This is a metal switch, and just in case there's any, it's just a little insulation. I'm gonna do this here as well. There we go. Some okay. Just give a little bit of insulation on the switch itself. See, there we go. Now when I go to put this up there, you'll see it after it's wired in, because I only have two hands. But anyway, I take these two, and you pretty much do the same thing as this switch right here. Move the light in so you can see a bit better here. So basically, the power goes in here on this side of the switch, comes out on this side. And like I said, these two are always active. There's only one that's off. So the theory is, if I do this correctly, is that it won't really matter which way I go in with this, because these are always on. These two are always on. And according to the diagram of this button, it's 2 positives and 1 negative on the 3-pin. So it shouldn't matter. I'm hoping. Like I said, I won't be touching this when I do this. I'll install it with power off, and then of course I'll have everything ready, and I won't be anywhere near it, and I'll turn it on from the wall, and we'll see what happens. And if all else fails, I can just take it back off and wait until I get another one of these switches here. But since I had like I said, I had a bunch of these toggle switches, let's see what happens with it. You know, like I said, you don't want to play around with electricity, but like I said, this is an entertaining fix with you know, to see what you know, how it goes. Because like I said, this is the same rating as that switch, as this switch here. It's the exact same thing, so there shouldn't really be a problem with it. But like I said, don't play with electricity. Do not copy me. If this works out, of course, you know, like I said, I'm only halfway through this video of what I'm doing. I guess still hook it up and everything. So we will see what happens with it. Like I said, I'm not playing with electricity or anything. I'm just want to see if I can install this switch, because it is similar to this. It just has this on it, and it's plastic. So, and it doesn't have a third pin in it like this has a third pin. And according to the diagram, it's 2 positives and 1 negatives, but I don't think I need to do the negative, because it's the same thing as this. This doesn't have a negative. So it should be directly inside of the power, so it shouldn't be a problem. And like I said, with this side here, these will have those spinny things. I got some spinny things. I forgot what you call them, but you put them together and you put the top on it. You'll see it when I get done. And then it should work. No, it should work just the same. So we will see. All right, got the wires in there. As you see, I use these little circle things here, or these little things that combine them. So, and the switch is right here. It don't look too bad, does it? So now it comes down to turning the power back on, and of course putting this back. I put the light on it so we know whether the power works or not. And we have power. And as you can see, flipping it and flipping it. See, 2 of them don't work. 2 of them don't work, but that's all right. We have power. So we're good to go. I didn't electrocute myself, and then turned out all right. I just got to bundle it back up, put those glass things back over. You know how you screw these back on to hold the, you know, the covers. But it was a success. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with this jack though. I think there's something loose with this one though. But when I put the light in this, I'll show you. See, I moved the light over to that one and it seems to be working. I don't know, I'm wondering if one of the wires in here, but up here, and the upper one is loose. I might have to take it apart after all up there to see, because it seems to work, but then it doesn't. It's like there's a short or the wire's loose or something in this. But I mean, I hooked everything up correctly, so I'm assuming that maybe the blue wire that goes up into this one here might be loose. So I'll have to get back to everybody on that, and I'll do a little video of it. But it's really weird. It might be a loose wire. It might be that blue one that comes down. So I'll get back to you all on this. I think it might be the light bulb. That light bulb might be not connecting correctly, because I put it in that one there and it worked. But you have to wiggle it or something, and then when you put it in this one, you gotta wiggle it and stuff to get it to work. So maybe it's the light bulb itself, because if not, it just wouldn't, you know, I mean, it works. I hooked it up correctly, so I did it right. You see in there, everything's done correctly. So it might just be the light bulb. Well, there you go. There's a fix. So using a toggle switch rather than the chain switch. I prefer you guys would use, and gals would use the actual switches for these fans. I did this because it was the only switch I had at the time. And now I might end up having to switch it back to get another switch and do it the other way. But I don't really see a problem with this. It works fine. There's no sparking. There's nothing going on that's would be considered unsafe. But it might actually be the light bulb, the threads or something, that's causing that to work and not work. So I had to turn it off. See, there's no problem with it. See, then I turn it back on. See, so everything works. Whacked myself with the fan there. So it's a success. There's no danger to it. But like I said, this is more of an entertaining video, kind of a fix or a repair with using a toggle switch rather than the chain. Because like I said, the voltage and everything on the switch is identical, so it's not unsafe. But anyway, that's how it works. It's just basically you just like I said, remember you see the two positive wires that's on the switch, and it's just a blue wire. It's just power going to both of it. So there you go. Again, I do not I'm not an electrician, and this is, like I said, I know I keep saying it, but this is for entertainment. This is a video, and it was a fix I wanted to do, and I was very, very safe about it. I even used a multimeter to make sure that the power wasn't on before I messed with it. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was kind of rough going with it, with solder and everything else, but I got it done. But I just twisted these caps on, and you want to go the opposite direction when you thread the wires together. You have to do it. So you're gonna do righty-tighty, but when you do the threads together, they have to be the opposite direction. And well, there you go. And that is my fix. But I think it's the threads. I think it might be the threads of the light. Maybe the lights wore out. I don't really see that there's a short in it. You know, I shake it and everything. There's no short in it. So I don't think there's a loose wire up there in that second part. I think it's just the threads of the light. But thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And please be careful out there when you're doing stuff like this. I was very careful when I did this, so you know, I took every precaution to mess with this. Now this is more of a learning video, or if you're curious about how it works for the light. I know that there's different fans with different wiring, but this was a single wire that I needed to mess with, but it was a live wire. So that's how I did it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please be careful when messing with electricity. And this is not to encourage you to do this. This is just like to learn, and it's an educational and it's for entertainment. I'm not responsible if any of you try this type of stuff, okay? So, but just enjoy the video. You're safer on watching the video rather than doing what's in the video when it comes to stuff like this. So just be careful And I hope you enjoyed this, as entertaining, and kind of was curious about some of this stuff here. Thank you for watching.